In 1955, Chevrolet called it the hot one. And almost 70 years later, it's still turning up the heat.
This is a 454 powered 1955 Chevrolet 210 Post, rotated, rebuilt, and reborn as a full-blown street bruiser.
It changed everything. New body, new chassis, and the new generation of the small block. Lighter, lower, and sharper. Chevrolet marketed this one as the hot one for a reason.
At around 3,450 pounds and roughly 16 feet, the 55 was the perfect size to become an icon, from Main Street cruisers to drag strip terrors. This one keeps the classic 55 lines, but the personality, that's been turned way up.
In 2022, the body was refinished in this deep blue metallic. It's that kind of color that from a distance is classy and absolutely breathtaking up close.
Lowered stance, dual exhaust, and mini-tubbed hint at what's going on without giving the whole game away.
Up front, 195/65 15s keep the turns light. Out back, 295/50 15s fill the tubs and put some serious rubber on the ground. This isn't just a pretty tri-fi. This is a street beast with intent. Inside, the 55 has traded its original bench seat for business. Custom black sports seats wrapped in a 6-point roll cage.
An 8,000 RPM tach, a 160 mile/hour speedometer, and a row of matching secondary gauges, custom designed to face the driver.
Custom built center console holds a Sony CD player, Hurst pistol grip shifter, and houses the power window and lock switches. These power windows are so fast and smooth, it can make new cars jealous. Under the hood, the small block Chevy was replaced with something a lot more serious. Now runs a big block 454. It was installed in 2022. Up top, you've got a Proform Q 950 CFM double pumper. That feeds a set of Merlin heads, a combination built for airflow and torque.
Long tube headers push spent gases into the Elderbrock RPM TrueFlow mufflers, giving this 55 a soundtrack that's equal parts thunder and throttle.
Fuel delivery comes from a Holley high-pressure fuel pump, while forward rear end takes every bit of abuse that BBC can throw at it.
Cut. It's big block Chevy, not BBC. This is a car channel.
No Ford 9-inch?
No.
No rear end?
No.
No BBC?
No! Now let's do it again, okay?
I'm gonna try to keep things civilized, just like the front. You have upgraded tubular A-arms, QA1 coilovers, and a front sway bar. So when that big block tries to throw everything at it, it's still in control.
Out back, Chris Alstons Chassis Works solid axle suspension with QA1 adjustable coilovers give the Bel Air the stance, squat, and stability you want from a serious street and strip car. Wheelwood disc brakes handle stopping duties up front, while drum in the rear keep the look period correct and drag friendly. The big block torque, the close ratio feel of the Muncie, the way the rear digs in those 295s, it all adds up to a car that looks like it's from 1955, but hits like it's something from 2026. Built not just to be seen, but to be heard and felt.
Going through this beautiful thing, you got tilt steering. The seats, they're actually really comfortable, especially you got the recline. You know, the Hurst shifter, it's right there, perfect where you want it. So you actually got really good control of it. All of the shifting in the pedals is actually really nice and firm. It's a little heavy. It's gonna have, you know, a little bit of a thicker clutch in there, but it's not anything that you just have to really put everything into. And controls, I mean, with the steering up front, it is really gives you everything you need to handle. Now the brakes, you do have your wheel wood up front, and then you have your drum in the rear. So is it 100% tight? No. Does it need a parachute? It's right there, where it definitely is something that you could use for a little bit more safety if you actually really plan on to run this thing. Now again, it's got your big block in here. It's got a pretty heavy cam, so it does have a nice little lope to it. And all of your gauges in here, they just show so well. I love the fitment that they did to have it where it actually flows so that you can see the readings. And if you have any sun or glare, they aren't just really off when they're really straight. And those are the Stewart Warner gauges there. You got your Sony CD player that does work. All of that is fully functioning. And then when we get back and show you guys the exterior and more of the interior, I'll go through some of the other things. But so the wipers, you're not going to be able to see them, but they actually do kick on and work. It just does not have the wiper arms. But the seating, everything is actually really comfortable. It's easy to get in and out of, even with that cage that you got for that added protection, which if you're in something like this with this much power, things can get out of hand real quick. I'd rather be safe. What I like is also, a lot of people don't like the post style. The hardtop has obviously a really good look when the windows are down, but when the windows are up, a post is just so nice and quiet. You don't get that vibration from the different windows. And like this, look at how fast these are. I mean, they just roll up and down really nice and smooth, and that's because you actually have a track system in your post. So that's why a lot of your higher end builds actually kind of go into a post, because they want that quietness that you'd get in a new car. Yeah, when this thing actually hits its potential with its higher RPMs, the thing actually moves really, really well. And you can tell it's not missing traction. That rear end's got enough rubber down there so you can actually get traction with it. Now remember, we have over 300 photos. We have online financing, nationwide transport, all classiccaraddict.com. Now let's go take a look at the exterior, show you how this thing really is. Going through the exterior, this thing is beautiful. This paint really shows out well, and you can just see, I mean, the pearl that's in this paint, it looks so good. And the fenders, the bodywork is all been done the right way. And of course, they have brought the front bumper in, so you get that nice, smooth, tucked look. And then all around on the whole body, it's all been smoothed around the fenders. I really like to see that. Now you got some weld wheels on there, wheel wood up front, and then you do have a 195, 65, 15. These are from 2017. They have really good tread, but of course they are going to be out of manufacturer spec warranty. But if you just see, look at this, it's beautiful. I love to see these like this. You can tell that it was done professionally. They smoothed it out all the way. The trim is in really good shape all through here. I like that. It's not all, you know, pitted up and dinged and dented. And again, they went through, and this whole entire thing has been basically flushed and rolled, so you have those nice rolled fenders in there. And then of course you do have a shortened rear wheel, and you got a big tire, 295 50/15 here in the rear with the weld wheels. And of course that's your big tire. Love to see that. They look so good from the back. And then coming through, obviously Arizona, lots of dust, no rust, so it is a little dusty in here, but you can just see all throughout the paint is in really good shape. There are a few little places that I just want to kind of have you know. There's a little kind of scratch here. It had a little bit of touch up that was done there, but you can see even just all the way through, all in here, there's no, it's not rotted out, it's not pitted. And then just right there, it's just beautiful, beautifully done. So if you know what you're, you know, you've seen a lot of these. Some of these you can get, you know, $25,000 and the thing is not running and rotted and rusted out. This thing is just so beautiful. It's done right and it's priced so well. Then you got back here, this has also been custom done. I like how they did this. It shows really, really well. And then your tank is in the trunk, and when we go through the interior, I'll show you that as well. But you can see, look, it has been fully flushed with the rear bumper, just like the front, brings it in, gives it that nice, sleek look. And you can tell these panels are beautifully done. Someone definitely spent some money and some labor on getting these just done the right way. Again, you got your big tire here in the rear. Those are weld matching all the way. It matches with the rims. It sets so well. And another kind of great thing is that just right in here, you also, those doors shut so nice. And then this is a C5. This is going to be from a C5 Corvette, but that just perfectly aligns, looks great, looks good. If you've been through these and you've had them in the past, then you know exactly what I'm talking about with just the fitment and the finish of this, with rolled fenders, all the good stuff there. And again, Willwood in the front. It is a drum in the rear. Now getting into the big block, it is just amazing. You got a big aluminum radiator to keep things cool, and then Willwood for your it's not your power brakes, but it's going to be for your master cylinder, and then your front is going to be a real wood distribution block, also for the drum in the rear. And then you do have electric fans, Merlin heads. These are the cast iron, they're not the aluminum, so you can tell it's a little bit of an older build, and just by some of the looks of it, but it's not outdated old. A lot of the stuff has been actually done from 2022 that were completely refreshed, and that's why this thing just runs out really well. Now going through there, so upper A-arm is not tubular, but that lower part is. That's all been done the right way. And before we get into the interior, let's give you a startup. That thing just sounds amazing, beautiful. It's got that nice little lope to it. But let's get into the interior just to show you how everything was done. Again, look at this. I mean, that fitment, that is just beautiful. Love that. Now you do have power windows. Those all work very nice and smooth, nice and fast with that. Kicker speakers in the door. This has all been custom done. And this also does have all of your gauges, Grant steering wheel with tilt, and this does have her shifter. Got your Sony down there, new carpet, pedals. You can tell even those have been done. It just looks really well. E-brake works. This is for your electric fuel pump right there. And this is your 3 different settings for your fan for an override, and then on with the key so you don't get too hot with that. And you can get in and out with ease. I like that as well. You do have nice full back seat. There's actually room, and the bar is actually, this cage is low enough where you can actually sit someone back there and they can be comfortable. So a lot of times you're basically taking that rear seat out. When you got a cage, this one actually allows you to be able to fully use it. So if you want to put 5 in here, you actually can. That way you can all go to the show. And those very comfortable seat. Now making the way here in the back. Headliner's in perfect shape too. Love that. Just everything with it shows out really well. You can tell the craftsmanship. Someone took some time to go through all this stuff. But you got your cell right in there. Gas gauge does work. Battery is located right here. And then you do have a 6-disc CD changer right there, and then you do have your amplifier for your stereo system as well. Nicely done in there. It's also been sound deadened, and it just is in really good shape. They did everything the right way. You can tell someone spent some money in this, Everything has been nice and flush. They didn't skimp. It's all been done right. Even with this backside here. Right there, give it a little, there you go. Don't want to be too vicious with it, but it needs a good slam. Now getting over here to the passenger side, just so you can see this all the way through. Let me get this for the window. Yep, everything's fully working again, done the right way, all the way through. We've got over 300 photos. We show everything on the car. We do these videos to make sure that you can see exactly how the car is, how it runs, drives, any type of damage. Basically, the only thing you can't really do is smell it, and this one actually smells good. So definitely take my opinion on that one. Now, to finish this out, we're gonna go through and show you all of the undercarriage on this thing too. That way you can just see exactly how this is, because some of them can look really good from here, and then you really see how they are when they're on the underside. This one is in great shape. Let's go take a look. All right, guys, we're getting under this 55. Now this thing is awesome, like we saw from the drive and the exterior. Now underneath here, it is not perfect. You can see someone's had some fun with it. But let's start here in the front. You have your disc brakes, slotted and drilled rotors. Those are Willwood calipers. Then you do have your big block power long tube headers going into the H-pipe. You have your Elderbrock. That is your RPM series. That's the True Flow dual exhaust. And then this is coming back into your rear end, which is a Ford 9-inch. But let's start right here. Also, you do have 4-speed manual transmission, and then there you go. That thing is solid, ready to go. You also do have your Chris Alstons chassis works for your solid rear diff. That is a Ford 9-inch. That also does have adjustable coilovers here in the rear. Suspension on that live axle is also adjustable, but you can see this undercarriage and the metal there is actually in really good shape, shows really well, and this thing is just awesome. It rides out really well, it sounds good, it looks good. This thing is ready to go. ClassicCarAddict.com.